đi lại về à.
Hiya, sir. Moving.
Mà chặt này.
Have a nice day.
You're 73.
I hear you, Jim. Have a nice day.
Hopefully it's not the last great thing that we do. We've been talking about whether things have a lifespan or not. You know, they just have to die. What responsibilities do we have to help these people that come? To me, it's not an intellectual thing. It's like you just feel like emotional tugs to help people out that I know need help.
When's going to be the last one? End of December.
Yeah. I'm trying to get enough food for 300 people. There's some kind of like Pavlovian response when you go there and you see all this food, you start getting really hungry. And if I don't eat before then, as soon as I get home, I rush to the refrigerator and start eating. You always get the meat, I always get the vegetables.
Yeah.
What are you doing today, sir? You like to come with me for a second?
All right.
Cucumbers, more squash, salad, potatoes.
Thank you.
You want a whole pallet of apples?
I take huge quantities of things and he likes that. So I've got it all in my head, all the strategies, where to go first when you get in the doors. It's all based on past experiences at the food banks. Excuse me, that's our stop. Thank you. I'm telling you, it's a dog. Oh, why don't you tell Marcus how many pounds we got this week?
Wow, we got a lot.
Last week it was 5,000.
Oh, 8,051 pounds.
Actually, we spent very little.
Most of that weight was produce.
Yeah.
Probably it's like 3,000 pounds.
We
actually.
got a lot of tofu though. If that was
Yeah.
free.
Produce is free, tofu is free. The nonprofit gets an ID number and have an account.
I didn't realize at the beginning how much food there was there today. My first mode of thinking was get as much as I can before anybody else. It's probably kind of stupid because it all winds up going to people anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's all to be given away.
That's the whole thing about food and getting food. We have this instinct to hoard, I think. I mean, I don't know if that's natural or not. You know, we often take things that we don't need, or, you know, with the idea that, you know, well, it's not going to last forever, you might as well keep getting it. You know what I mean?
Hey, Peter, how come you don't serve at the pantry?
I can only get up early one day a week. And it's a little too intense there for me.
Okay, go. No more like that. For you. Okay, everybody
It's not necessarily a pleasant scene.
Yeah, just the whole competitive, grabby vibe that's there, and just everybody yelling and screaming.
There's a lot of truth to that it is an uncomfortable scene, but at the same time, you know, it's a beautiful scene and I love it. You know, it's addictive.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, no problem.
What to me is beautiful are the people. I mean, some people are not very beautiful at times. They're very unpleasant. But a lot of the people, most of the people that I know in a personal way, I just love them. I feel like it's a gift for me to be able to help people out like that. Now the real excitement begins.
I try to come here 4:30 in the morning, and then the people there are reserving already. They put some stuff there for their friend.
Are you in line?
Here? You have a little chair? And then when the giving of the numbers come, this lady was the one who was distributing the number before. I will get the number 40 or 50. But when I arrived at 4:30, I counted the people, there were only 5.
This Chinese woman that was in line in Eve started handing out the tickets for me. She gets there around 4:30 or 5 in the morning. I got a lot of complaints, mostly from Spanish-speaking people. But she was being accused of playing favorites with the tickets and also calling somebody a wetback. And she accused them of telling her to go back to China. I tell people to get there at 7 to get tickets, but people get there earlier. Do you want to give out tickets? Feel comfortable with that? Okay. All right. Just make people come to you.
Yeah.
For me, first, one man, one, two.
1, 2?
Yeah, I 7 now.
What time do you wake up?
5 o'clock.
There's an old lady over there in line, and she's always ticket number 295. She always gets right at the beginning when she gets up to the line. She goes, Matadora Los. Mother of God, she says. And she starts in about how she has cataracts, and heart condition, varicose veins, and on and on. I just say, okay, I'll let you up this time. Last week she came and there was a lady who was more suffering than she was and got ahead of her. So the old lady reaches out and hits her right in the side, gives her a sharp elbow. I'll come to the back, okay? Just go back there and I'll come back. Gives her a big sharp elbow in the side like that. And then the other lady hits her back, so I had to go and break up these two suffering, nearly on death's door battleground.
I distribute the food between 8 and 8:30, depending on what time the truck gets there. Right here. The idea here is we try to put the soft foods on the end, because when we give them the bags, the stuff that squishes will be at the end.
Well, I first came in and I was doing it. I was getting stuff, And then Jim, I don't know if you met Jim, I said, how do you volunteer? He says, you show up. So that wasn't that hard. So I came the next week, he introduced me to Tree, put me to work.
Let's go, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out.
Makes it hard, makes it real dangerous. People get their feet hurt.
Wait!
It seems like they know what you're doing, but they don't care. They want the food.
One of the things I do is put the valuable food behind the fence because it disappears if you don't lock it up. I wrote a grant to get a van. The woman came out and saw what we were doing. She liked it so much. She said, get the real price of a van. I want you to get a new van. Every square inch gets filled.
Some people is coming to double, take change a jacket or something. We cannot understand what they say because the Chinese face is the same face. Everybody is little way. We give the number second time because we don't know because it's large people.
There's a neighbor that complains. His place is falling apart, but he's got alarm systems everywhere, he claims. He used to come out and complain that people would leave food and stuff in front of his house, and people would come up onto his property, so I told him I'd do something about it. So we put this huge barrier in front of his house so nobody can touch his property.
Mama said there'd be days like this because there'd be so many of them.
Seems like last Friday was one of those days.
First we're going to put all the fruit out, and then we're going to have a circle then the volunteers are going to shop. And then eventually people are going to get in the back of a table and then we're going to give out the food. And they're going to start walking down this way. Can we have a meeting now? We're going to have a meeting, please. Circle time. Gathering of the tribes. Did everybody get a flyer about our closing next week? Everybody get one? We got a lot of food today, but we didn't get very much rice. We don't have very much cereal. So just take one bag of rice and one box of cereal. And if there's something, again, if there's something that's on the table that you want, ask me, and I'll put it on the table. And let's have a nice day. Thank you. Just wait. Just calm down. Everybody calm down. There's lots of food. You know, it's all based on, not on rules. Like, I don't have any rules. It just depends on how angry I get. So one day I just got so angry at this woman because she was packaging the rice and somebody tipped me off. I don't know how. I went and looked in the bag and she had all this rice. Probably, I don't know, 10 bags of rice or something. And I got so angry I just told her not to come back for a week. That's enough. Go. Well, just take a few. You got enough. We're in line. Well, that's your problem. That's my problem. I'm too nice. I'm too something. I don't kick people off. But it's very hard to get volunteers that have time that aren't needing it.
When it's closed? It's permanently closed?
That's what the sign says.
Oh.
Did you read your paper?
No, still I don't read it.
You come here every Friday?
Yes, sometimes, but if my off, you know, so I come if my no off. Women, I know.
It's very sad. What you think about that? It is kind of sad, but there are other places in the city that do it.
No, there are many. I know, like maybe for in the same day that we give food here,
Yeah.
they give like maybe in 4 places more than here.
Yeah.
I say that it's sad because you know the people.
Oh yeah, because of
But
us,
you know, because we like we are here together. I'm here like a volunteer, like maybe 5 or 6 years. You meet many friends. It's nice.
You're going to miss them now that it's closing?
Maybe he open again.
Think so?
We wait. I'm only sorry for the people, you know, that they came here. But, yeah.
I'm retired. I am living on fixed income.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a great help. Yeah, but you can do nothing if this stop, right?
I don't know what the whole detail is, but it's sad, but that's where it is. Yeah, I heard it was closed.
You have another place you can go to instead?
Yeah, we have some place, but less than one.
Okay, we're gonna start.
Are you ready? Ready. I'm starting. Okay. On your marks. Get set. Go!
Who's giving out the box?
Very few people in this line that I haven't had some kind of fight with. This one right behind you right now, I had a huge blowout. He and his wife used to want everything before the line started. They would start saying, give me this now and I won't ask for it later and all that stuff. And so I always said no, and then one day he got mad and he hit me. And then I told him, I'm not going to let you go through. So then he got madder. I finally let him go through, but he's just crazy. He's crazy. And I chewed him out, and ever since then he's been really nice, no problem at all.
Nó về nhìn sai mình vui khỏe chứ mà cho vui ai đó về nhìn sai.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute.
So how did you find this place?
I go to the hospital and I see three. He invited me here and I start come here.
To get food.
No, I help. And exactly, I take something. God bless America. Then the honey for honey.
What is pizza? What is pizza?
It's very busy, and there's a lot of food, and yeah, so it's a little busier than. I mean, no, I think this is normal. I can't tell what's normal or not.
I tell the people that go to the bus, I say, come in this place, they give you because in the beginning it was more Chinese and no, it was not Latinos, it was not Spanish people. I bring a lot of Latinos here.
Where are they now?
They're in line, or sometimes they come late, and sometimes they don't get enough food because the Chinese people, they come very early.
And now we're getting to the point where it's getting a little crazy because I have to figure out how much to give out so I don't wind up taking anything home. You'll see this, I never will have anything left at the end. Even the compost will go through.
I have one lady that changes clothes 2 or 3 times, comes back in the line. The only problem is that everybody behind her knows she's doing it, and then they're all complaining that she's already been through twice. And especially if it's near the end when there's not that much food left, then it's kind of... And if you've seen her act, you know, a couple of times, it's exciting as it once was. It hasn't come back yet. Only one time you go through that. Only one time. I don't speak Chinese. One time only.
So confiscate her number.
I took her number, but I can't remember if she went through or not. No, only one time. Madam, one time. I know you do this.
She got 58, and I'm 63. She was not there.
If I can't hand the tickets out, then it's not going to work.
What's the problem?
Well, the problem is somebody's handing it out in the beginning and everybody gets a ticket, and then it changes the ticket person, they go back and get another one.
And then what's wrong?
And then everybody's coming through 3 and 4 times, and the people who don't have a ticket, who get a ticket at the end, keep getting pushed back by all the people going through again.
Some chard and kale. Nutritive properties. Thank you.
It's inside the box.
Các bạn no,
There was juice in the box.
các bạn no juicy đúng không? No juicy.
Where's your box? Show me the box.
Các bạn no.
Box.
No.
No, just one.
Juicy?
Inside.
Inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Where's your box? You got a box. One box.
One back then.
Where is it?
No.
Where is it? You went in line.
The principal and thank you.
Some programs have like IDs where they make people show picture ID and it's all computerized. And that's like a group that has a lot of management and paid people to whatever to do all that bureaucracy. And to me, for the number of people that cheat, versus the number of, people that don't cheat. It's not worth, what do we say, 4 tons of food. So if there's 300, say there's 300 people we're shopping for, 250, how many pounds is that per person? Somebody can probably figure it out.
La papa cero. Esta. No, esta te la dio el hombre de... La papa. Papa. Te vas a quebrar la...
You don't take their stuff, just mine,
I
right?
saw it. If I see it,
Have I been working hard or have I not been working hard?
Just like everybody else, we're here to serve people first. And then if there's extra, we'll take it home.
Gotta steal everything I got. No, I don't need more. I just need the another person.
Just don't yell then. Don't worry about it.
Go away. I got 42 people taking a hand. But thank you.
Cardboard ladies here.
It's a long day.
Yeah, and last night I was still working pretty late last night.
Have a good week. See you next week, hopefully.
All right, doggy.
Are we ready to put it? What do we want to put it now?
So they grow tons of food, and because of the economic system and the way they distribute it, a lot gets wasted. So we go to the food bank and recycle the food that's being thrown out and give it to people. We're recycling the cardboard boxes, and the waxed cardboard gets ground up and turned into more compost, and then stuff that's absolutely not useful gets turned back into the ground and turns into more food eventually, and flowers. I think it's a great program, personally. The reason I'm ending it is because I want to figure out a way of improving it and making it better than it is. I don't think it's dignified for people to wait in line at 5:30 in the morning to get food, or to have to feel competitive or whatever. I mean, I've got a lot of complaints about it, despite how much I love it and I love doing it. It's kind of crazy because I could wind up becoming very cynical, or feeling that there's no real way of doing something small and beautiful these days. Maybe there is, and I haven't got the insight as how to do it.